Hello guys, in this part we'll learn method parameters in C#. Parameters and arguments. Information can be passed to methods as parameter. Parameters act as variables inside the method. They are specified after the method name inside the parentheses. You can add as many parameters as you want. Just separate them with a comma. In this example, we have a method that takes a string called firstName as parameter. When the method is called, we pass along a first name, which is used inside the method to print the full name. So, write the example. Void my method and a string first name as parameter and console.writeLine first name plus refness as family as last name. And call method. My method, the first name is Liam and copy, paste and paste. The second first name is Jenny and the last first name is Anja. Control F5. Liam, Jenny and Anja. When a parameter is passed to the method, it is called an argument. So from this example, first name is a parameter while Liam, Jenny and Anja are arguments. Default parameter value. You can also use a default parameter value by using equal sign. If we call the method without an argument, it uses the default value. So write the example. Comment this code and void my method string country and default value is Norway and console.writeLine country and call method my method and the first country is Sweden. Copy, paste, paste and paste. The second country is India and without argument, and the last country is USA. Control F5. The first is Sweden, India, and without the argument we use the default value as Norway, and the last is USA. A parameter with a default value is often known as optional parameter. From this example, country is an optional parameter and Norway is a default value. Multiple parameters. You can have as many parameters as you like. For example, void my method and a string first name and int age and console.writeLine the first name and is plus age and call method my method the Liam is 5 and copy, paste and paste. The Jenny is 12 and the Anja is 20. Control F5. Liam is 5, Jenny is 12 and Anja is 20. Note that when you are working with multiple parameters, the method call must have the same number of arguments as there are parameters, and the arguments must be passed in the same order. And return values. The void keyword used in these examples indicates that the method should not return a value. If you want the method to return a value, you can use a primitive data type such as int or double instead of void, and use the return keyword inside the method. Write the example. Int my method and int x as parameter and return x plus 5 and call the method console.writeLine 3. So x is 3 and 3 plus 5 is 8. Control F5. Sorry, but my method, we should call my method and 3 as argument. Control F5 and 8. And in this example, we return the sum of methods 2 parameters. Int sum as the name method's name, and int x and int y, and return x plus y. So console.writeLine sum and 3 and 4. So the x is 3 and y is 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Control F5, 7. And you can also store the result in a variable. Recommended as it's easier to read and maintain. So we can write int z equal to sum 10 and 5 and console.writeLine z. 10 plus 5 is 15. Control F5 and 15 is here. Name the arguments. It is also possible to send arguments with the key value syntax. That way the order of the arguments does not matter. So for example, void my method and a string child1, a string child2, and a string child3, and console.writeLine the youngest child is child3, and call the method my method and use the named arguments. The first child3 is John, and child1 is Liam, and child2 is Jenny, and the youngest child is John. Control F5 and the youngest child is John.